Welcome to Talking Bridal with Bridezilla. I am joined today by our very latest team member, Gabrielle. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Right. So welcome to the team. It's been really exciting. You've literally come on board in the last couple of weeks.
I know, I'm super excited to get started.
Oh, I can't wait. We've just been talking actually before we came on, weren't we, about doing some work and some portfolio stuff. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff coming up. Everyone's going to see a lot more of you very soon on our Instagram and on our website. So tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself, how long you've been in the makeup business.
Yeah. So I'm Gabrielle, I'm 25 and I've been in the bridal business for about 6 years now.
Okay.
So originally I did go into the TV and film industry. Well, that's what I trained in anyway.
Yeah.
However, obviously halfway through my training, COVID hit. So I kind of then took a bit of a different path because I got a job in the bridal hair and makeup industry working for a company. And then as soon as I got started with that, I absolutely loved it. And I kind of just knew from then that's what I wanted to do, which is funny how it works really, because if I never had got that job, I probably wouldn't have gone down this route.
Wouldn't have gone down this route at all.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it as soon as I started, and just the whole atmosphere on the day, and yeah. That's just what I knew I wanted to do as soon as I did my first wedding.
It's interesting. So lockdown was the time really, it kind of did you a favour in some ways because it made you kind of reassess. So when you say you were doing TV and film stuff, was that through college that you were doing that?
Yeah, so through college, and then at university I did 3 years there, and obviously did a lot of work experience at the theatre.
Yeah.
I actually went into wig making quite a lot, which I do still like now, and maybe one day I will go back to that. But
yeah. I think it's good to have all that experience anyway, because all that kind of stuff does come into play a lot in bridal hairstyling. I know you do both. You do hair and makeup, don't you?
Yes,
which is amazing to have you on the team because there's so many that just specialise in one area. Like myself, I just do hair, and then we've got other people that just do makeup. So to have you and Maywish as well on the team, she can do hair and makeup. So it's really useful. And I think with working with wigs and things like that, I always work with hair extensions, so there's always extra hair pieces and things you have to use and get creative with in bridal hair. So it definitely wasn't wasted. And like you say, you never know, you may fall back on that at some stage, or more opportunities come along. So what is it that got you into the wedding industry? You just feel like, when you go and do wedding morning, you just love the whole buzz and the whole feel of it? Because I know some people find it quite daunting and quite stressful.
Yeah. So, I guess my first couple of weddings, I was super anxious because I didn't really know what to expect, and I was obviously worried about, it going wrong or something. But obviously, with weddings, you do have a trial. So on the wedding morning, you know that they love your work, and it's just the atmosphere that morning is so nice. Everyone's so positive. It's just... Yeah, and to know that you've been part of one of the biggest days of their lives is just amazing. And also for me, I do like the beauty industry. So it was a bit different to doing special effects and all the gory stuff. But I think I do prefer the beauty side of things. So.
Yes. And where have you been doing your training in bridal hair and sort of makeup since you left university?
Yeah. So I obviously got a lot of experience through joining the company I was with at first, and had a few training through there. And then also I did a few courses with, her name is Tracy Polari, and she's from the Bristol area.
Yeah.
And also I feel like everyone knows this academy as well. It's the Christina Gaspers Academy.
Yes, me and Phoebe were just talking about that actually. I think everybody in my team has trained with Christina or Kasia.
I feel like they are the best of the best.
They really are. They really are. So, everybody that we do have in the team is obviously highly trained.
Yeah.
And we obviously do training with you guys as well. So also you've been on your own, you've been kind of self-employed for a while now. Yeah. What made you kind of want to reach out to Bridezilla and kind of come into our team? Was there anything that, you thought?
Well, followed you on Instagram for quite a while, and your style was just exactly what I like. I love it's just so like elegant, and yeah, it's just exactly my style. And I feel like a lot of the time weddings have big bridal parties, and I can't cater to everyone, like doing both the hair and the makeup.
Yes.
And I just wanted to be part of a team rather than just being by myself all the time. So that's why I really wanted to reach out to you. And also I had done a wedding with one of your team members, Dom.
Yes.
Who actually I knew previously because I went to the same dance school as her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was quite funny to meet each other, and she was just saying how great the company is and how nice everyone was, because I guess that always is a worry, like joining somewhere, but genuinely the people here are obviously already been so nice, and I've only just started.
You literally only just started. I'm throwing you in straight into the podcast. No, that's lovely to hear. It's really, really nice, because I think like a lot of people do find being self-employed can be quite lonely, and if you are in the bridal hair and makeup industry, you know, it's always good to have that kind of support network, everybody helping everybody else out. You know, we do all our training days together, portfolio building, and it's just having that extra bit of support and fun on the wedding morning, because if you're a part of a team and we go like together, because I find, I don't know about you, but recently, I think it's more since lockdown, but the bridal parties are just getting bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, they
you know, some of the brides are like, I've got, you know, me and my mum and mother of the groom and 10 bridesmaids, and you know, so you can't do that on your own. And it's always nice to go into a big wedding morning with people that you know.
Yeah, like you said, it's a lot more fun, and it can be lonely going by yourself.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've had inquiries where it's like, I've got 9 people, can you do the hair and makeup? The ceremony's at 12, and I'm like, unless you want to start at like 2 p.m. the night before, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
No, it's hard work. Would you say, so when you go and do weddings, because you do hair and makeup, if you were to do hair and makeup for bride, what's the kind of maximum that you can say their wedding was like, I don't know, like normal weddings times maybe 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
What's your kind of limit to how many you can do?
Well, obviously I like to get everyone ready for an hour before. So that's normally around 12 p.m. I have to get everyone ready by. I like to leave extra time for the bride and just things happening along the way, like the photographer wants to get specific shots, or there might be, I don't know, some kind of emergency. So I would say it depends how early they're willing to start. I've had to start at 5 a.m. before. Yeah. Most people don't want to start before 6 a.m. So say I started at 6 a.m., maybe about 5. That's 5, 6, and that's just either makeup or the hair. Yeah.
So it's quite a lot for you to take on your own, isn't it?
Exactly,
definitely. Yeah. And you don't want to put yourself under pressure or stress and things like that. So, you know, it's great that you can do both.
Yeah.
Is there any particular one that you gravitate more towards with like makeup? Is it more makeup or hair?
So it does depend, but I say I gravitate more towards makeup just because I've been doing that longer, and only recently I trained in bridal hair. I did obviously it for TV and film, but it is slightly different. Yeah. But it does depend, because I have certain styles that I love. Say like, I don't know, someone wanted, I love doing like Hollywood waves, or basically looks that you need extensions for and things like that. So it does depend on that. But I would say in general, I gravitate more towards makeup.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to get you trained up a little bit more in the hairstyling as well. So I think like maybe in 6 months' time you might be saying, oh, I really like hair, and I can't choose between the two. But it'd be nice for you to sort of maybe just go out and eventually sort of, you know, as part of our team, you might just be doing the bride, and you can be doing just bride only hair and makeup, and do a great job obviously on both, and really enjoy both of the things as well, without the stress of having all the bridesmaids to contend with as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are heading into wedding season. We're almost at full swing. I think usually for us it tends to start around sort of mid-May and then runs all the way through till sort of end of September. So it's going to be quite a busy season, I think, this year for us. With the brides that you've been doing so far, like trials, what would you say, what's the look everyone's sort of going for this year? Is there any particular sort of colours that are trending, you know, sort of bridal looks?
So I feel like everyone is going more natural this year almost. Actually, since COVID, I think people have got a lot more natural.
Yeah.
And I would say one of the biggest trends at the minute is, I would say 9 times out of 10, my brides will go for individual lashes or half lashes, whereas I feel like before it would have been the strip lashes, because you can customise them to like people's eye shapes and they are a bit more natural. So I feel like people are definitely going for them now. I would say definitely like fresh, glowy skin. It's all about the skincare at the minute.
It is, yeah.
Which is brilliant, because the key to good makeup is a good skincare.
Good base, good base to start.
Yeah.
I did actually do another podcast with my sister Nicole, who's skincare specialist, and she's actually just bringing out a new package into the Bridezilla team so that she can prep your bride's skin on the wedding morning.
Is amazing,
you know, like, to do some treatments. So it is, like you say, really important to have the skin prep and the base for this flawless finish that these brides and dewy, glowy skin that they want.
Exactly. And I feel like if you can do that, it is definitely something to consider, because the key to a flawless base is the skin prep. Yeah,
definitely. So at the moment in your kit, I'm sure you've got a huge kit. What would you say are your, at the moment, top 3 products that you've got in your kit, your like go-to, like things that you're just loving at the moment?
Yeah. So obviously I have all my bridal like staple things, but at the minute, like new things that I've absolutely been loving are probably, it's so hard to choose. One of them actually, which I've been obsessed with, actually isn't like for the face, but it's the Sol de Janeiro body glow that you put on. Obviously, a lot of brides' dresses have like a lower neckline and stuff.
Yep.
And this smells absolutely amazing. It picks up so well on camera. It kind of does give a bit of coverage for the chest and neck area.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just such a nice finishing product for the brides, obviously, once they have their dresses on.
Yeah.
So I've been loving that. I would say that Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, because in these palettes, like, you have a range in there that's suitable for everyone. And I would say a lot of the time with glowy products, you have to be careful because it can bring out texture.
Right.
However, with these products, I feel like it blurs and makes the skin glow rather than brings out any texture, which is perfect. So I've been like reaching for that 9 times out of 10 with all my brides at the minute.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say Hourglass again and the Hydrovel Primer, because I feel like that suits so many skin types.
Okay.
And it gives the most gorgeous, glowy base, perfect for before foundation.
Yeah.
So I've been reaching for that a lot recently.
Those are your top 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
It could change in a few weeks' time, but those are what your like go-to products are right now. That's really interesting. So moving on to my final question, which is what I ask everybody on the team. I know we haven't done a wedding actually together yet. But what I would love to know, our listeners, is what is the worst thing that's happened or what disaster has happened on a wedding morning where you've been?
Yeah, so weirdly enough, this happened literally the Saturday just gone.
Okay.
And honestly, I felt so bad for this bride. So basically, she'd been out for dinner the night before, and we believe that she had food poisoning on her wedding day because it was so bad. I arrived, she was so ill that I actually changed the schedule about, because normally I like to do the brides like second to last, because just to leave them extra time. But she obviously took some tablets, was hoping to feel better. So I said, okay, we'll give you like another like hour and I will do you last, because I still got her ready like an hour before she needed to leave anyway. However, even with taking like all the tablets and stuff, she wasn't feeling any better. She had to run to the bathroom about 5 times whilst I was doing her hair and makeup.
Oh, God.
And obviously she was so upset because this isn't the wedding morning day that she dreamed of. And they had to actually rearrange the ceremony room so that there was like a little corridor there that she could like run
into if she needed to.
While the ceremony was going on. It was good that the wedding venue did do that for her though.
Oh my God.
But then, so after she was ready, about to go, the wedding car pulled up to the drive. And as I was leaving, I could just hear this wedding car not starting. So on top of that, it's just as she needed to leave, the wedding car had broken down in her drive.
No.
So she was unable to get there.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, they had a backup, but obviously they had to wait for that, so she was running late. But honestly, I just felt so bad for her.
Oh no! Did she have like a group of? Did she have like a bridal party with her and stuff?
Yes, she did.
Trying to help, but that's got to be the worst thing. Like, I don't think I've ever had a bride being that ill. I think I always worry myself. I think that's my thing that I always, worry about before a wedding. That what would happen if I woke up in the morning and I was being sick everywhere, or I needed to, it's just, but to actually have your whole wedding day, to have that
after she'd been planning it for a whole year, like. I just felt so bad for her, and bless her, she was really upset. But, even with being sick about 5 times and crying, the makeup and hair still looked great. So
that's the main thing.
At least in photos, no one will know.
No one will know that you're actually really, really ill. So you managed to still get all the hair, makeup looking great.
Yeah.
Have you had any contact with her since then? Do you know how the day panned out?
I messaged her the next day, like, I really hope, it all turned out well. She did manage to get there in time, because sometimes with the registry, they can be like, you can't be that late because they might have a wedding next. But she managed to get there on time, and she did start feeling a bit better. And she didn't actually need to use like the bathroom while she was actually getting married, so that's good. So she did manage to have a good day in the end.
I think that would just be my worst nightmare, if I stood at the, at the front of the aisle, and then you just think, I need to, or you're sick down your dress. Can you imagine?
That would be,
that would be the worst. Bless her. That's definitely a story I haven't heard before. And that's really, really unfortunate, isn't it?
I know, honestly.
Oh, bless her.
I'm just glad she managed to have a good day in the end.
She did. Amazing. Well, on that note, thank you so much. I'm going to have you back on again with the other team members, I'm sure, in the very near future. We're going to be talking about all sorts of other things with the girls. But thank you so much, Gabrielle, for joining me today.
You for having me.
One more last thing with the viewers, if they want to have a look, where can they find you on Instagram?
So my Instagram is Gabrielle_MUA_.
Amazing.
And it's the same on Facebook as well.
It's the same on Facebook. It's good to keep them both the same. I will be popping the link into the bottom of the this podcast episode as well, so people can go and follow you and have a little look at your work. And I'm sure very, very soon there'll be some nice images on the Bridezilla page as well. So we're going to get together very soon, aren't we? We're going to do some nice portfolio work and some weddings as well this year. So
can't wait for that. Thank
you so much for joining me and for coming on board as part of the team. And we will speak again very soon.
Yes, speak soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.